What is up, all my dorks, nerds, geeks, and gamers? It's your host Ghost here, and you're watching a brand new episode of Masters of Marvel. I'm here at the movie theater. I'm about to go in and watch Thor Love and Thunder. As you guys know, I've been waiting for this movie for a while. But before I go in, this show, we like to give a little bit of predictions on what we see coming in the movie. And then we're going to come back and see if those predictions are true or not. So first off, right off the bat, my first prediction for Thor Love and Thunder is that we will see that Jane Foster and Thor connection. I think we will be seeing the cancer storyline through Jane Foster. And with Taika Waititi directing, I don't know if it's going to be as impactful as they think it's going to be, or if it's going to be played up for laughs in the way that Taika Waititi normally does with his movies. So I'm very curious to see how they handle that issue in the MCU. On top of that, I really think we're going to see a lot of Korg. I think we're going to see a lot of Korg and Meek, because they're fan favorite characters of Taika Waititi in the Thor universe. Granted, for my opinion, they're more Hulk characters, because Planet Hulk is where they kind of came from. And so to see them become these kind of Thor master or centerpiece characters is kind of weird to see. Villain-wise, we're going to see Gore the God Butcher. Story-wise, I don't know how far they're going to take it. I don't know if we're actually going to see the symbiotes or the cursed sword actually controlling symbiotes or things like that, but I hope we do. So yeah, this prediction is kind of weak here. I really have no idea going into this what I'm going to experience. All I know is that it's a romantic comedy starring Thor and Jane Foster as the mighty Thor. And we're going to have some Marvel shenanigans in between there. So I'm going to head in, see what I can see, and then I'm going to come back here, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts on it, guys, and tell you how close I was to some of these things. But solid predictions before I go in. We're going to see mighty Thor, Jane Foster. We're going to see the cancer storyline. We're going to see Gore the God Butcher. I think we will see the Black Blade, but I don't think they'll be using symbiotes. It'll be some sort of other creature, I believe, just like they did with the Eternals sort of situation there. The CGI kind of creatures I think we're going to be seeing more of. But that's just my thoughts, guys. I'm going to head in, watch the movie, and then I'm going to come out and talk about it. So here we go. Alright guys, just got out of the movie. I gotta say I was a little bit blown away. It was way different than what I thought it would be. And but I say way different, I mean it was more Taika Waititi than any Taika Waititi movie I've ever seen in my life. And that's not necessarily a good thing. I'm not going to give my full review here. If you want my full review, go check out Dorks Movie Minute episode, and then I'll give my full review on the episode there. But until then, I do got to say it was pretty good. It wasn't amazing. It was funny. It had funny moments. And then Jane Foster herself as character Mighty Thor was pretty awesome. And seeing Gore the God Butcher's character, Christian Bale, did a great job playing that character. He brought a lot of malice and venom, a lot of villainous vibes to the character, and it really worked. He was terrifying in certain scenes. But then a lot of other scenes, they didn't show him really killing any of the gods besides the beginning. So kind of spoiler warning here a little bit. But they kind of glance over him killing all these gods, and they kind of do it in the background, while Thor and Jane Foster and Valkyrie kind of deal with the situation in real time, with a lot of jokes and comedy and back and forth. The one thing I didn't like that I didn't predict at all is I thought Valkyrie would get more screen time, but she got fair. I mean, she was in the movie, but the whole time she was in the movie, she did not look happy at all. She not look like she didn't want to be there at all. So very, very, very poor performance from Valkyrie, at least in this movie in particular. But I really enjoyed it. I think you guys should go check it out. There were bits and pieces of the movie that blew my mind, such as the reveal of Thor Love and Thunder, what the title actually means. And also the ending of the movie was very good in the way that it sets up the MCU going forward. And I hope to see I cannot wait to see what they do with Thor's character and the storylines they set up here at the end of this movie. Do I want Taika Waititi to come back to finish this trilogy? I don't think so. I think I'd rather have some other director come in and take a shot at Thor. Not because Taika Waititi's bad, but because he's going a little bit too crazy with the Thor character and world and universe, and it's kind of making the whole rest of the MCU feel less realistic and less relatable. So I think it's actually more of a detriment than it is a helping to the MCU, with Taika Waititi giving his visions for Thor. But that's just my opinions, guys. Let me know down below what you guys thought of Thor Love and Thunder. Make sure you stay tuned for Dorks Movie Minute, where we give a more in-depth review of Thor Love and Thunder, and to give you exactly what I thought about the movie, the goods and the bads, and what my final score is. But other than that, I thought it was a pretty good movie, and I do recommend it if you guys are MCU fans. I think it was funny enough to watch, but it didn't have enough substance to go back with multiple rewatches like an Endgame or an Avengers or something of that value. Even Multiverse of Madness, I think, is a slightly better crafted movie than Thor Love and Thunder, but that's just my opinion. Let me know down below what you guys think. I've been your host, Ghost. Make sure you like, subscribe, or share. And as always, guys, keep it right here on Dorkston. Adios.